Swimming trunks, check. Flip-flops, check. What else do I need? Go. Because we're going back to Atlantis. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, that's coming out. What? It's been delayed. No! So Aquaman is being delayed now? Ugh. Warner Brothers Discovery, what are you doing to me? Well, at least I don't have to go far because Shazam is shot in Philadelphia, and I believe it takes place in Philadelphia, and I live in Philadelphia, so let me go grab the pop. What? Shazam, Fury of the Gods has been delayed as well? That's 2 major motion pictures delayed by the DCEU. No! Welcome back to The Great Expanse by JohnBap426 here on YouTube. So glad you could join me. And if you've been enjoying the videos that you've seen so far, if you look forward to the videos that I will be producing and giving and editing so far, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, share the videos. Let that be an overture. Let that be an olive branch to people that you haven't spoken to in a long time, saying, I know we guys aren't on the same terms right now. We haven't been speaking to each other, but guess what? Here's an olive branch. The Great Expanse by JohnBap426. Think of all the hostilities that will cease. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys are back. Subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell. All. Not personalized or whatever the other one is. All. So when a new video is dropped, you will know about it second. I will be the first one to know about it. Yes. The headlines just screamed. New looks at Shazam 2 and Aquaman 2 released as the reason for delays becomes clear. So it looks like Aquaman 2 will be pushed back. Shazam 2 pushed back. Directors David F. Sandberg and James Wan shared behind-the-scenes looks at the delayed movies. But that's not really what we want to see. I mean, we do want to see images. We saw a trailer for Shazam, Fury of the Gods, right here on The Great Expanse by JohnBap426. If you haven't seen it, go check out that video. It's right here. It's available to be watched multiple times. Share with other people. We have not seen a trailer for Aquaman 2, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. But we have some, these are not new images. This is an old image. The directors of Shazam 2 and Aquaman 2 have released new looks at their movies after the announcement that both superhero titles' release dates had been delayed. I hope it's for the good, okay? Shazam, Fury of the Gods was originally scheduled for release on December 21st, 2022, but has been delayed to March 17th, 2023. Is delayed a word? It says delayed. Okay. This was originally Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom slot on the release calendar, so that movie has been pushed back to December 25th. Now, are they saying December 25th of 2022 or December 25th of 2023? In an Instagram post, Shazam 2 director David F. Sandberg wrote, doing the final mix on Shazam Fury of the Gods. New release date is March 17th next year. Avatar 2 can have December. We can have IMAX screens. It's going to be great, but Cameron definitely owes me a 4K release of The Abyss now. So he's trying to keep things light. He's trying to introduce some levity. He also shared a behind-the-scenes video of the movie's DC Films fanfare, which did not appear in the first Shazam movie. Sandberg's post suggests that Shazam 2 was delayed so it would not have to compete with the James Cameron-directed Avatar 2, which is set for release on December 16th. So that might be it. They just didn't want to compete with Avatar 2. But what's the reason for Aquaman being pushed back? And I really appreciated Aquaman. The first one, I saw it on like a Saturday morning. I ran into an old friend from high school. I went with my sister and my nephews. Had a great time. I loved the way they gave care to all the characters' looks. They looked like the guys from the comic books. Aquaman looked like Aquaman. Meta looked like Meta. Black Manta looked like Black Manta, and Ocean Master looked like Ocean Master. Ocean Master was really the man in that movie. And I understand that Patrick Wilson, who played Ocean Master, is going to be in the second one too. As will Yahya Mateen, who played Black Manta. Meanwhile, Aquaman 2 director James Wan also took to Instagram, writing, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom moving to Christmas Day 2023. So it has been pushed back an entire year. I'm a bit superstitious, and I love that it's a December release like the first one. Sure, James, but we didn't want it that far back. Got exclamation points, and he's happy about stuff. This is the latest disruption for the DCEU at Warner Brothers after the upcoming Batgirl movie was shelved despite being finished. Warner Brothers recently... Okay, we know about that. Blah, 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 blah. The moves underscore what a financial mess Warner Brothers Discovery is, as the studio has only enough cash to release 2 movies from now to the end of this year. Don't Worry, Darling and Black Adam, tweeted the Hollywood Reporter journalist Boris Kidd before issuing a correction that the studio was releasing a 3rd movie this year, House Party. That has nothing to do with comic books, but I'm going to say, whoa, anyway. Shazam! Fury of the Gods will arrive on the big screen on March 17th, 2023, with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom following on December 25th, 2023. In the meantime, make sure you're up to date with the DCEU with our guide to watching the DC movies in order. And that's all I'm going to read. Now, the first Shazam was okay. The monsters at the end look like those creatures from Ghostbusters, and I know that's kind of a constant reference for me saying, oh, that's a Ghostbusters dog. But it has that funny, weird look, like the Ghostbusters monsters. The 7 Deadly Sins, that is, from the first one. I did appreciate the fact that Dr. Zavanna, who is Shazam's archenemy, I know Black Adam was more popular as Shazam's like counterpart, but Dr. Zavanna is Shazam's or Captain Marvel's archenemy. So I appreciate the fact that they went with the comic book archvillain. Shazam! Fury of the Gods kind of looks like it's in the same vein of the first one, so I'm not going to see it the very first day it drops, because it's just not that interesting to me. Aquaman is another case altogether. I really loved all the trailers. I loved the 4-minute extended trailer they gave with showing Black Manta and the Atlantean troops chasing Mera and Aquaman throughout that little town in Sicily. I really love the care they gave to the looks of each character, as I already stated. I love the underwater scene. It was almost like Lord of the Rings under the sea. It was like a mix of like Raiders of the Lost Ark, because they went looking for the lost trident of Adlan. They had to go like on a archaeological dig, basically, because the Lost Kingdom was in the Sahara Desert, I believe. It was the Lost Kingdom. Okay. And he had to go through the trench, so we had horror elements. The first Aquaman is a gem to me. I really love it. And the funny thing is, as much as I love Black Manta, Aquaman, and Ocean Master, the heart and soul of the movie are his parents, who actually live in a DC universe, a DC continuity where a superhero has both his parents. And you see the strength of the movie between Tamara Morrison and Nicole Kidman. That's the strength. That's the heart and soul of the movie. Because Aquaman says, their love saved the world. Great movie Aquaman was. And I really was looking forward to the second one. It is going to come out, apparently. It's just going to be pushed back a year, so I just have to be steady. You know, there's a lot of things going on at Warner Brothers Discovery. We're going to get Black Adam this year. Hopefully Flash will be on schedule. Hopefully they won't have any funny ideas about Ezra Miller. Hopefully Ezra Miller is getting the assistance that they said they were going to get the treatment they needed. Congratulations, Ezra. In DC, let's get your DNA right. Let's get a winning culture right at the company. Then we can worry about the movies. Because that's been your problem, DC. No unity. Nobody has been on board with whatever's being produced in the films. Just throwing out stuff. So maybe these delays will be for the good. And hopefully DC can be its own thing instead of trying to model itself after Marvel. People don't want to see DC Marvel. They want to see Marvel. They want to see DC. They don't want to see Marvel DC. They want to see DC Marvel. They want to see 2 separate entities. So DC, maintain your identity. What is your identity? Being out in left field. Street level stuff. That's your identity. Stuff that doesn't have to connect to other things. Like Joker, as I said, from, 2018 when that came out with Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro. It didn't have to connect to another movie. And as I said, the Batman teased a connection to Joker. So DC, you're in left field. Like, you have fake cities. Gotham City is not real. Metropolis isn't real. Coast City isn't real. Star City is not real. Midway City. None of these towns are real, and that gives you your identity because you're not in New York City, where Marvel primarily takes place. So that gives you a little bit of separation as far as imagination goes. So you have to suspend a little more reality with DC to buy these places. And Gotham City was such a major character in the Batman. So DC, let's get it together. Marvel, let's get it together. I'm saying that like Marvel and DC are looking at me right now. But guys, focus on what you're good at. Marvel is great at what they do. It annoys me at times, but that's great. That's what they do great. DC annoys me because they have no idea what they're doing. You don't. Just signed a big long-term deal with Matt Reeves. DC, pull it together. All right. This has been a great experience by John Bat 426. If you liked the video, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. Share the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications for all. And enjoy the new material. Peace.